First off, we've got to figure out what the next DSP Tries It is, and we already have a couple of options, but let's talk and figure that out. But in addition, and much bigger of a concern, we've got to figure out what games I'll be playing during next week's Halloween marathon, because every single year, annually on Halloween, we have a fun event where I dress up, I drink, I play games, and we have a very festive time to celebrate. You guys have been nominating games for over 2 weeks. It's time to finally tally those up and see what made the cut. Alrighty, everybody. Good morning and welcome to the show. I'm DSP, and this is the Level 1 podcast for Tuesday, the 21st of October, 2025. We are in the home stretch for October. It doesn't feel like it, does it? But we are. And what that means is that today, we have to figure out what the heck we're doing next Friday for the Halloween event. We're going to be doing a fun marathon of games, but what games, right? I actually made an announcement yesterday. You probably missed it because you probably were not around if you only check out the podcasts, but I have gotten a couple of cool treats that I have purchased to do a live DSP Tries It taste testing during the Halloween event. I mean, it makes sense. It's Halloween. People are eating treats and candy like crazy, so why not review a couple of them myself? But outside of that, the main focus of the event is chill and fun gaming that you guys ask for. And like I said, you've been nominating games now since the beginning of the month. So today we're going to sit back and take a look at all of those nominations. We're going to see what are the most nominated games and go from there. All right, so it should be fun. Hope that you guys will join me for the festivities as we go through and possibly today concretely determine what games we'll be playing. The only case that we won't know by the end of this podcast is if, let's say, for example, there's quite a lot of games that have a lot of nominations, then what I might do is a poll. Say, get the top 10 games and have everyone vote on them. But usually when we do this, it ends up being a lot easier to figure out because there's a certain definitive a number of games that have a whole ton of nominations. So we're going to see today, okay? In addition to that, yesterday, we actually did DSP Tries It. Now, yeah, it was super accelerated. No one expected that we were going to be doing DSP Tries It that early in the week, but lo and behold, it happened. So now we got to figure out what's the next DSP Tries It topic. We already have a couple of ideas, including a sandwich from Firehouse Subs or returning to Domino's Pizza for the first time in many, many years. I couldn't even tell you the last time I actually was there or even what they have. So we have a couple options. I'm curious if you guys know of anything else that could be going on right now in the realms of food that we could do as a fun episode coming up. So we'll talk about that. Also, obviously, I want to get you all caught up on everything going on with current games. Right now, the hot topic, of course, is Ninja Gaiden 4, which was going nice and smooth last night until I got to an optional challenge room that already an hour into the game kind of exposed all of its shortcomings and flaws, which is sad. I don't know why they did that. If you're going to have something to just show the holes in your game's engine, don't do it an hour into the game. Put that shit in further in. But we'll talk about that. So, I hope that you guys are ready to chill. How is everyone this morning? Let's see who we got. We got Simple Rhapsody. We got Isna, Schnitzel Sandwich, Original Grant, Chris, Stone Cold. Who else? Samuel, Recovering Detractor, Maestro David, Display Dragon. Again, every day when I shout out kick names, there's a bunch of names I don't recognize. Eddie Chill. Your future stepdad is here this morning. Real Crown Prince. Physical Dentness. Right. RGB King. Hell yeah, real. Who else? Stupid. Anyway, Matt, how are you this morning? Game Dude, how are you? Stormforce Gamer, good morning. Good morning, everybody. How is everyone today? By the way, I really feel like this week is the finale week for me to wear this kind of clothing. I've been wearing this kind of clothing since, like, what was it, April, May? And listen, I love wearing cool Hawaiian shirts and nice shorts and everything. I really do. But it has finally cooled down. The weather has turned today. It's nice clouds outside. It's only 79 degrees in my office. It's about time to change my attire, to go into the whole, autumn, winter attire, long sleeve shirts, pullovers, sweaters, actual pants instead of shorts. And that's going to happen very, very soon. Um, so I hope that you guys will, be okay with that. I know people have gotten used to watching me wear this stuff now for a while, and it might be shocking to you. Wait, Phil's going to wear clothes that don't look like he's on the beach? Yeah. I mean, listen, it's like I said, you got to dress how your life is. My life is a party, man. I get to come to stream every day and chill with a bunch of people, enjoy games for a living, and I have a good life. So, I like to wear the attire that reflects that. But, sometimes you got to get more serious. I mean, the holidays are coming right around the corner. So I have to spruce up to look more professional, right? That's right. Plus, what's going to happen is I'm going to hide my muscular body transformation. What I'm going to do is continue to work out over the course of the next, many months. And then in the spring, when it gets warm again, and I change back to this attire, you're going to see my giant, insanely worked, roided arms are going to be rippling out of my shirt. You're going to see I put on 20 pounds of muscle just on my arms alone. It's going to be absolutely remarkable. Your jaws are going to drop. But that only is possible if I hide it for the next many months by going long sleeve. That's really the intention of what I'm doing here. That's why, of course, right?